Good evening. I wanted to do a reading because I have been stuck on this, full moon and Capricorn energy really, really heavy, right? And today I was scrolling through TikTok and I found a video that was like, this full moon in Capricorn has a lot to do with whatever was happening in the full moon in Capricorn in 2020. And I'm like, you know what? It makes so much sense. January of 2020, my life made a monumental change in every way. I ended up leaving a job because I had twins and it was just too much. And I was like, I'm going to figure it out. I left my husband. I had decided that I was leaving. There was nothing that he could do to stop me. And I actually ended up moving in 2020. My whole life shifted. I have not had a job since then. I have just been misplaced. I have not been in my own place since then. And here we are coming 4 years later. And there's this energy that my entire life is getting ready to shift again. I am very interested in seeing how it's going to shift because I felt like 2020 was going to be a big year for me. And it was. It just was not the year that I had expected, right? And when I'm thinking about the past 4 years, I have literally been building my foundation. And I've been getting a lot of home cards, a lot of moving home, a lot of strength, right? And I'm talking about building my foundation within my own personal strength, my own confidence, who I am, who I want to be, the life that I want to live, right? How do I want to show up in this world? Not to the world necessarily, but to myself. When I look in the mirror, who do I want to see? When my children look at me, who do I want them to see, right? Because I want them to reflect who I am, right? When I look in the mirror, I want to be the reflection of who I see on the inside. When my children look at me and I look at them, I want them to be a reflection of my love and passion and what I want for us in this life. So this full moon, I'm sorry, I keep saying full moon, but this new moon in Capricorn, I feel like is completing this cycle. A lot of people are saying this 15-year cycle is coming to a close. I became a mother 15 years ago. My daughter will be 16 this year. I am closing up a 15-year cycle about motherhood, about being a woman, about failed relationships. And I'm ready for something new, right? I'm a Scorpio rising, so Pluto is very heavy for me, right? I have Pluto in Libra. 3:33 when I paused the video. So yeah, 2024 is getting ready to be a very different year for me. And I hope that I have laid the foundation internally. And now I am getting ready to see it reflected outside of me. So I'm going to do a little reading. Of course, I'm going to start with the Beyond Lumeria Oracle deck because that is me. I embody this deck. I feel like it's just a deck that I resonate with heavily. I resonate with all of my decks, but this one I don't use very often. And when I do, it just brings things into like reality for me, right? Like it just, everything that I feel within that I can't necessarily express, it gives me that outlet to express it. So let's see what happens. So 2024, full moon in Capricorn. What in the world? What is it that we're materializing? 4:44 on the clock. New blueprints. I'm telling you, laying the foundation, right? going within, finding out who I am internally and what is it that I want to create. And I feel like these last 4 years was me building that foundation. And now I am able to get the blueprints for how I want everything to be done. Or I was getting the blueprints during this 4 years, and now it's time for me to start building, right? It's time for me to have to act, right? So then I get crystal keys, which is the toolkit, right? The toolkit to actually bring these blueprints to life, right? The intuition, the information, the knowledge, the wisdom, right? From the spiritual world, from this healing journey that I've been on. And it's like, yeah, there's a totally new beginning with ether, the seamless unspeakable, right? Ether is about something new. It's about just creating a new, there's a word that I'm looking for, a blank canvas, right? Anything is possible. Time to choose what you want to bring into your life. There's endless possibilities, limitless, right? So I have been literally just in this cocoon, in this hermit mode for the past 4 years so that I can gain the knowledge, the wisdom, the tools to create this life that I want to live, to create a life that I want for my children, right? And then we have soul star chakra. We're talking about merging with the divine, right? Like just being in this hermit mode gives a chance to silence the outside world and come into union with spirit, come into union with divine and become aligned, right? To reveal your true self. We're talking about third eye chakra, changing your perspective, changing how you look at things, right? Seeing things from a spiritual advantage versus a human advantage. And then I got communication, co-creation, literally talking and speaking in spirit versus in this human world. Just getting in touch, learning the language of the universe, right? And it's a frequency because I was looking at the new blueprints, right? And it's definitely there's a transformation in the throat chakra and there's a frequency, right? And we're talking about communication. Third eye, seeing differently. I'm getting telepathic communication, communicating with the divine. And we're talking about shine your light because I feel like at this point you have come full circle. You have completed this. And now it's time for you to shine in your authenticity, shine in your true self, be vulnerable, be naked in who you are because there's no other way to be. You don't have to hide who you are anymore. You don't have to be afraid to speak up for what you feel is right. And you can go on because there's limitless possibilities, right? I feel like there's miraculous things unfolding here. I just said throat chakra and throat chakra came out. Express your truth, right? Express your truth, express your journey. We have throat chakra, soul star chakra, and third eye chakra. Speak from the spirit, right? Because you're seeing things very differently, because you are co-creating with the divine, because you do have these crystal keys in this new blueprint to create something that's never been thought of or create something that's unspeakable. So how is it that we have all of this throat chakra energy and then we're talking about this seamless unspeakable, right? It's sacral chakra. This is all about alignment, right? The core of creation. You've been communicating with the divine. You're ready to shine your light so that you can create this life that you want. And then we have the root chakra. Come on. Being grounded and centered. I stated at the beginning of the reading that these last 4 years have been to lay the foundation, and it's really about being rooted within you, being rooted within spirit. It has nothing to do with money or the outside world or the human world. It's literally about just being rooted within you and being confident that the things that your heart desires is possible, right? Even if you think it's not, it's very much possible. So I'm going to go with the Moonology deck, right? The Moonology deck I'm here because we're talking about this new moon in Capricorn, which is very I feel like it's going to be a very powerful new moon. It's like, I feel like it's a full moon and a new moon all in one. So with these new blueprints, let's see what comes out with this Moonology deck. Just one card, please. We're talking about these new blueprints. What can you tell me about these new blueprints? New moon in Libra. I feel like this is balance, right? I feel like these blueprints, this information, this knowledge, this full moon in Capricorn is definitely bringing in this balance. And then it says a new romantic cycle begins, but I'm feeling like this new romantic cycle is within yourself. Right now, you're getting ready to act on everything that you've been wanting for yourself and for your family. And I feel like now it's coming in. Right? So you have the blueprints, you have all the information and knowledge you need to begin this self-love journey and actually act on it, right? So now we're coming out of the internal feminine self-love and we're moving into actually taking action, actually doing everything that you have put your mind to it, that you have thought of or imagined to love yourself, right? Again, time to give rather than take. Time to give yourself this love, right? Versus giving it away, right? It's time. New moon in Virgo, very new energy, right? With these crystal keys, you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, you have the tools, and now it's time for you to give it to yourself. It's time for you to just love on you. And I'm looking at the virgin, the woman in the picture, and she looks very much at peace, right? So yeah, I feel like this is very new energy, like just to bring yourself balance. And then Virgo is about daily. It's about every day. It's about health, right? It's about healing. And it's just, oh my God. Ether, believe in the impossible. We're talking about blue moon. I'm telling you, there's limitless possibilities, right? And you're creating a whole new world. You have, at this point, you have nothing. And it is up to you, right? You have everything that you need to create the world that you want to live in. You're completely starting a whole new life, right? And then merging with the divine, you get you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Right? So you don't even have to worry. Everybody that you love, your children, yourself, your loved ones are safe. They're in this with you because everything that you do for yourself, you do for them. And since you are one with the divine, you know that your children and your loved ones are taken care of, right? Cancer is mother energy. It is also opposite of Capricorn, right? This is very fresh. I'm telling you, a whole new world is what I'm getting, right? Show the world the real you, right? That's coming out with third eye chakra. We're talking about looking at things from a different perspective, but it's telling me to show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. We're definitely in this Aquarius energy. I believe it is Pluto that moved into Aquarius. I think so. I believe so. And then it's like, because you're seeing things very differently. So now you can show the world what you have learned. And then I have communication, co-creation. Your commitment is being tested, right? First quarter moon. Now, I was born on the first quarter moon. So again, this resonates with me completely. But I feel like this whole journey was to see if I was committed to this journey, to see if I would ever give up or go back. And there have been so many times that I wanted to give up, so many times that I just wanted to drop everything that I was doing and go back to what everyone wanted me to do. But spiritually, I knew that that wouldn't get me anywhere. I'd already been down that road. I already knew what was to offer, right? I wanted something different, something new, something that's never been done before. And it says nothing is set in stone because it's up to you. You have the options to change things. You have free will, but as long as it's within alignment with who you choose to be and what your heart desires, you can do whatever it is that you want to do, right? Yeah, this is pretty dope. Very new energy. You're very close to achieving your goal, expressing your truth, speaking out, right? You are very close to achieving your goal with the Gibbous moon, but you have to speak it into existence, I feel. I feel like you have to express your truth, express what it is that you want, express what it is that you need, express who you are, show the world the real you, shine your light, right? And then we're talking about bring love into the situation with the sacral core, with the sacral chakra core of creation, right? Always create with love, right? New moon in Aquarius. So not only do we have the full moon in Aquarius, we have this new moon energy in Aquarius. And we're talking about bringing love into this situation. Create with love. Express yourself with love. Shine your light, which is love, right? Communicating with the co-creation is nothing but love. And then when we talk about the root chakra, being grounded and centered, we get the new moon in Sagittarius, big abundance energy, a lot of new energy. So we have 5 new cards. We have the Believe in the Apostle with the blue moon, and then we have one full moon card, which is Aquarius, right? And that is literally about being your authentic self, showing the true you, showing the truth, right? That's pretty dope. Let's see. So the last oracle deck I'm going to use is the Angels Among Us. The Angels Among Us. Yes, because I saw this deck earlier, and I want to see what comes out, because this is very magical energy, right? I'm seeing red, even with the Sagittarius and the root chakra, a lot of red. You know, that passion, that desire, that groundedness. Yeah, removal of obstacles, clear path ahead with Lord Ganesh, right? These new blueprints are here. You're bringing love into this situation, you know, with the new romantic cycles beginning. And it's like you have the go. I feel like it's time. It's time for you to act, right? There are no obstacles in your way. Everything has been removed. Now is the perfect time. And that's crazy, because earlier I got now is the time. It wouldn't have happened earlier because you still needed to learn something. Yeah. Relationship healing, calm and harmony, right? It's healing the relationship with yourself. And now you're able to heal the relationship. Well, you've healed the relationship with yourself and the divine, and now you can heal the relationship with others, right? Because now you're in harmony. We're talking about divine feminine, the devotion, sacred sexuality. We're talking about the divine feminine being the leader, right? Believing in the impossible, creating things that no one thought could be done because they were in this masculine energy. We're talking about purity of heart, conception, faith with Mother Mary, which is interesting because you're merging with the divine, the soul star chakra. And then we're talking about you and your loved ones are safe, right? Being this mother, protecting, nurturing, new moon in Cancer, very nurturing energy. So now I'm seeing a lot of blue, right? A lot of emotion, a lot of intuition, right? Going with the flow. And you're able to go with the flow because you're grounded in who you are. Yeah, show the world the real you, the third eye chakra. We're talking about wisdom, time, Akashic records, writing. Excuse me, I feel like you have energy. I feel like you have information that needs to be shared. I feel like you're also seeing things in a different light. You're seeing things from your third eye, which is coming from your Akashic records, which is wisdom. I feel like these are things that you may write about, things that you may speak about, right? And it's okay to do so. You have that permission to do that. Friendships, right? Your commitment is being tested, co-creating with the divine. Psychic abilities, moon cycles. I just used the Moonology deck. We're in this new moon in Capricorn, right? There's a friendship that you have with your intuition, with yourself, with the divine. A lot of blue here. And Archangel Michael is here to protect you, truth and clarity, right? Nothing is set in stone. You have the option to change things, right? But you have that protection to where you can do that as long as it's within the truth. Yeah, mental health. You are very close to achieving your goal. Well-being support, throat chakra, expressing what you need for mental healing. I feel like it's also just healing in general, right? We had that Virgo energy, which was green. Now we have Saint Daphne, which is green. We're talking about well-being support. I'm looking at the clover moving into a very lucky energy. We have luck on your side with this new moon in Sagittarius. Man, we're star seeds. We got Commander Ashtar here. This sacral chakra, core of creation, new moon in Aquarius. I feel like this is a combination or a connection of the spirit and the stars, right? We have space travel, star seed, galactic guides. You're being guided as long as you're using love, right? Aquarius is also about technology, right? We're talking about science. In the sacral chakra, core of creation, I'm thinking of source, right? So I'm getting alien and source coming into union, right? Working together. And then we have Guru Ram Dass. We're talking about humility, spiritual practice, elevation, right? With the root chakra. This is the time to elevate. I'm looking at this orange and red type of energy here, right? Which is about the core, which is about the sacral chakra, the root chakra. Everything is connected. This is extreme crazy. 21 on the clock. So this is the last deck I'm going to use, which is the unfolding path, because I feel like the path that we're on is definitely unfolding. So let's see, how is it going to unfold? Alright, so let's see what the first card out is. Nothing is coming out yet. Let's see. Nothing. Right. Take your time. You may need a little bit more patience, right? Be patient. We got the, I say be patient, and then we get the Eight of Wands. Things, a lot of offers coming in, right? But very fast energy. I feel like with this new romantic cycle, there's clear path ahead. You're getting ready to get a lot of opportunities, a lot of offers. I feel like you are going to be doing a lot of things. I feel like things are going to be moving very quickly. I'm telling you, in January 2020, things changed so quickly. And it was like just in time, because it was right before COVID, right before the world shut down. I think the world shut down in like February. We came and we moved in January, and I had enough time to get my daughter enrolled in school, get them. Like, it happened so quickly, and it was just enough time. I'm thinking like 2 weeks, everything was done, right? Yeah, something you've been waiting for. With this Four of Cups, you've been in this energy, but I feel like it was so that you can give to yourself, so that you can gain this knowledge. You felt like you were bored and nothing was happening, but at the whole time you were gaining this information. You were gaining these crystal keys on how to love yourself and how to come into harmony and be calm, right? And about healing these different relationships with yourself and the divine, right? Living life, you kind of lose focus on spirit, you lose focus on the divine, or at some point you've never had it. So it takes time to build that relationship that you've never had before, even though it's always been there, right? I'm also getting the energy that you're getting ready to come out of this Four of Cups energy very quickly, right? Yeah, you're moving into the Ten of Pentacles. Right? So with this divine feminine energy, with this blue moon, believing the impossible and creating something new, having limitless possibilities, you're moving into this Ten of Pentacles very quickly. Again, we're moving from the Four of Cups to the Eight of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles. We have emotions, we have fire, and then we have seeds. Like, I'm telling you, something is getting ready to take off. And then we have the Hierophant here. By having this purity, having this faith, right? Merging with the divine, gaining this knowledge, having trust and faith that your loved ones are safe because the divine has your back, right? The Hierophant has the knowledge, he has the wisdom, right? The tradition and the order of things, right? I'm getting, he's not going to let anything happen that's going to take you off this path, or that's going to discourage you or put you back into that depressing energy, that is all gone. It's time for you to be in this high vibing energy to move forward, right? You have something to offer with the Page of Cups. There is this energy, this information, this offering that's coming from your Akashic records, right? That's going to open your third eye, that's going to show the world the real you, right? And I always think about him because the guy in the Page of Cups, when you think of Page of Cups, you think of a very young energy, but the guy in the Page of Cups picture is old, right? He's an older gentleman. So I feel like there's some old information that's coming to you that you are to share, and it's going to be new for you and new for the world, right? Yeah, you're working together. Like communication, co-creation, your commitment to working together with these moon cycles, your psychic ability and creating this friendship with the spiritual world is with this Three of Pentacles. Like you guys have been working together, you've been showing, you've been learning, you've been teaching, right? It's like it's all coming together. And the Three of Coins is my wealth card anyway, because it's a wealth of knowledge. It's a wealth of information, right? And I feel like working together to bring in these offers very quickly, right? And I'm still on this moon cycles. And then with the Three of Pentacles, I don't know if the Three of Pentacles is a Capricorn card, but I know that the Pentacles is an earth sign. So, or is earth. So with the moon cycles and then the Pentacles, I'm getting heavy Capricorn energy. Archangel Michael is so we're going from the Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. I feel like you are receiving the message so that you can offer this to the world with the shine your light, this mutable moon. Nothing is set in stone, but you're gaining clarity, truth, and protection with Archangel Michael. I feel like you are gaining this information, right? Because you are someone ancient, someone from the past life, but you're coming into this new energy. And as he makes this offer, he gets younger, right? But he's protected while he's giving this offer to the world, right? I feel like with the Hierophant, the Eight of Wands, and this Knight of Cups, I feel like there is a higher power here at work. There is something about what you know, something about the divine that's bringing in a lot of offers that are being offered to you, a lot of opportunities that are going to be exciting, and it's for you to be able to offer this cup to the world. I'm looking at the Page of Cups and it looks like it's being filled, right? It doesn't look like there's anything in it, but then when you move to the Knight of Cups, it is full. Right? It's full and there is an offer there. And I feel like it's coming from the divine. Oh my gosh, I just got the Ace of Swords. So what I'm saying, this is true. Like, believe this, right? I feel like there's information, there's knowledge. It's also coming out to expressing your truth, which is wisdom, knowledge, intelligence. You're very close to achieving your goal. Ace of Swords, very victorious, right? Mental health. This is all about mental. This is your intelligence. I feel like there's a lot of information, knowledge that you're getting from the divine, and you've been getting this information while in this Four of Pentacles so that you know how to share it, you know how to teach it and show it, right? I feel like you're a teacher, like you've been in this 4-year journey or imprisonment, because that's kind of what it feels like you were in school. I'm getting university, right? Like college, 4 years undergrad, but you've been in this hermit energy for the past 4 years so that you can gain the knowledge, the wisdom, and the sight to where you are able to now share it with the world. You may have been over it and thought that this was, oh my God, when is it ever going to change? But you've been gaining knowledge this whole time so that you can share it with the world. And then the card that I get out is the Hangman, so that you can change your perception, right? So that you can see things from a different point of view. And now you're bringing love into what you're creating. And, you're being guided by this galactic energy because you're a starseed. You're here to change the world. I don't know why I just shuffled. Oh my God. So this is my favorite card in this deck. It is the Three of Cups because every time I look at this card, it always makes me feel like we've been watching you and we're so happy. We're so excited for you. We're proud of you. Like these three ladies are sitting here smiling. And I guess that's why I shuffled the deck. They wanted to come out, but it's like we are so proud of you. Like we are watching you, right? Like, oh my gosh, get ready to celebrate. It's like just their faces and the energy that I get is like, oh my God, we are like the three wise women, right? We're just so happy for you. And they're there in abundance and your life is getting ready to change. I have death here. I have death here. And it's like, I feel like you're going from this skull, right? The skeleton, and you have been just rebirthing into this beautiful being, and you weren't even aware that this is what you were doing. You weren't even aware that this is what was happening because you were in this Four of Cups energy. You were expecting so much. You were expecting something to happen and nothing was ever happening, but it was because it wasn't time. It was because you needed to see things very differently. You needed to feel you were being tested. Your commitment to this journey and what you really want in life was truly being tested. And now, again, I said that this new moon in Capricorn feels like a full moon, and there is an ending here, right? There's a major cycle. There's a major close up, and I feel like everything is getting ready to take off for you. It's getting ready to be absolutely amusing, but amazing, right? I want to use my own personal deck here. Let me see. Just to add a little razzle dazzle, as they say. But I feel like yeah, this is, I'm seeing things so clearly now. Like, really, 31:11 on the clock. I'm really seeing things in a different perspective. I'm resonating heavily with the Hanged Man energy, right? I'm really seeing that this has been all part of the plan, and there is no need to worry because you are going, there's nowhere to go up from here. I'm talking about healing, I'm talking about home, I'm talking about finances, I'm talking about it all. And the first card out says right now. There is something happening right now. Things are changing right now. And we are literally, on the 9th? It's 2 days before the moon. All right. So then I get he's the one. So I don't know. Maybe there's somebody coming in. Maybe you're going to receive a message, a call. And whoever this person is, he's the one. Like, it's right here, blatant in my face, right? Scream, cry, let that shit go. Like, I don't know if you are going to be crying or screaming in absolute amazement because we're talking about believing the impossible. We're talking about the Ten of Pentacles. We're talking about the Divine Femme. We're talking about limitless possibility. I feel like you're getting ready to receive an offer that is probably going to put you in such an emotional state, and it's like, it's okay. Enjoy the cry, right? It's another form of cleansing, right? But it's like, let it out because this is your new beginning. You deserve it. You've done the hard work, right? So I'm getting energy on crystals, right? I got quartz, tiger's eye, jade, and hematite. I have all of these crystals. So maybe there's something dealing with crystals. Maybe he's going to be wearing a specific crystal. Maybe you need to get the crystals. I don't know, but have faith, right? I don't know why I just heard talisman. Maybe you're going to create something. Okay, so then I got karmic. Now, when I see karmic, I know everyone's like karmic is a bad thing, but karmic is just the different tense of karma, right? We're in karmic cycles all the time. The karmic cycle can be good or bad. I feel like this was also a time for you to learn about your crystals, and I've learned quite a bit about the crystals, right? I've also changed my perception on these karmic cycles or karma and what it means, right? And I feel like there's a karmic cycle that is ending, and then there's a karmic cycle that is beginning. interesting. So I'm going to get another card for crystals and the sun. The sun is here. So I feel like crystals are bringing in this sense of energy. Maybe there's a source. I feel like maybe there are crystals that you're going to be wearing or that are going to be very specific to parts of your journey, right? Especially with merging with the divine, there's this sense of happiness, right? There's this sense of knowledge, sense of faith. I'm also going to get another card for karmic, and let's see what comes out for that. Because I feel like this was the Akashic Records. This is time for you to show the world the real you. And then I get midheaven, right? How are you showing up in the world? Midheaven is your 10th house, right? We're talking about Capricorn energy. All right, and then I get start your garden, plants, herbs, and fruit, which is interesting because this three of pentacles, they're harvesting, right? He has a honeybee there. It looks like they're harvesting apples. It's like, yes. And that's another way that you're going to co-create and create with the divine, is getting back in touch with nature, right? It's also going to, I feel like, look at what's being, because you have a harvest moon. I don't know which one is the harvest moon. Maybe there's something about the harvest moon. But I'm also, I hear or see start your garden, plants, herbs, and fruits, maybe that's what you need to be eating, right? It's going into eating more plants, more herbs, more fruit to gain a more natural connection with the divine, right? Shine your light, mutable energy, clarity. The Knight of Cups bringing in Libra, I feel like. And then we had new moon in Libra, right? And so I feel like with this Libra energy, there's a sense of balance, a sense of justice being made, right? Again, there's a detox that needs to happen, right? Fast. There's a lot of rest, fruits and vegetables. I just stated, maybe start eating more plants, more herbs, fruits and vegetables. And maybe you need to do it during the season that it's in, right? Getting more in tune with nature, drinking a lot more water. I feel like there's something that's going to happen very fast. I feel like expressing your truth and supporting yourself, mental support, deals a lot with what you're taking in. So I feel like there's something happening that is going to cause a detox. Maybe it's going to cause you to have to rest, like after this healing process or after you go through this ascension, it's time to drink water, eat fruits, eat vegetables, and rest, right? That's the energy that I'm getting. And just move on with passion. I feel like you're looking at passion very differently. You're bringing love into the situation. You're bringing passion and love into your core of creation. Again, a lot of red with the root chakra, luck on your side, humility, spiritual practices, elevation, a lot of red. Again, breathe, rest, take a break. So I feel like after whatever is happening on I keep saying full moon, on this new moon in Capricorn, you're going to need to drink a lot of water. You're going to need to get a lot of rest. You're probably going to need to surround yourself with a lot of crystals, get a lot of sun, be outside. But I feel like it's just to re-energize your body, but drink a lot of water, rest, eat fruits and vegetables. I think it's like take a break from social media. You might need a detox, because I'm looking at the Ace of Swords and detox, right? I'm looking at this Aquarius energy. It's like take a break, sleep, make sure that you get a lot of rest, and do some breath work is what I'm also getting. Breath work is not easy. You think you've been breathing right until you try to do breath work, and then you be about to die and suffocate. But the more you work on it, being disciplined, right, and continuous practice and showing commitment to what you want to do, I feel like there's going to be a lot of changes, right? Absolutely beautiful. I keep saying this full moon. I'm sorry. This new moon in Capricorn is going to bring a lot of things to light. I think you're going to have a lot of chakra alignment. I mean, we have the root chakra, the sacral chakra, third eye, the soul star chakra, the throat chakra. The only one that we don't have is the solar, the heart, and the crown chakra. But if you ask me, soul star chakra is all of the chakras in alignment. So even if those are missing, you still are in alignment, right? You're leading with your heart anyway, right? And maybe that is not out here because I think, let me see, is the solar, let me see, I always get the chakras confused. Yeah, the solar chakra is just based in about personal power, but you use that with your heart, right? That's your love, that's your belief. You've already overcome them. You know your personal power. I just said self-discipline, so you know that bringing ideas into reality. So your solar plexus chakra, you're leading with your heart. So you already had that. I feel like that was part of your learning, and now everything else is just coming into alignment so that you can move on. I think this is dope. This is a beautiful reading, and good luck getting through this new moon and Capricorn, and congratulations on this new life. It looks amazing. It looks beautiful, and I wish you nothing but the best.